Hi guys, it's Sue again. Just wanted to share with you my latest journal that I've just finished. This one has been heavily inspired by bees, and yeah, I didn't realise that I was as fascinated with bees until I started doing this, and I've really enjoyed putting this one together. So once again, all my journals come in a matching bag, fabric fully lined bag. Gusseted bag so that the journal fits in there nicely with lots of room. So this one I've done a little bit different. I've done drawstring bags before. This one I've made a little bit like an envelope. So on the front you can see I've used bee fabric, sewn, stamped onto some Seeded Calico journal with a frame, and sewn that on there and used some seam binding. So this is all hand dyed as well, and that all these will feature through the journal. So that's just got a Velcro closure on there. So I'll show you through the journal. This is the cover. This fabric is just stunning, absolutely love it. These are little hexagons that I've done and actually sewn, put them onto the cover there, made a little collage with some cheesecloth and another range of that fabric, and that's the back, and I've just done a fabric ruffle there as well. And a fabric ruffle there as well. I've just done a seam binding closure. This has all been dyed as well, and there's lots of threads and fabric and ribbons hanging, beads hanging from the journal. They can be easily trimmed if you don't like that look. Personally I love that look. So alright, I'll show you through it. Hope you like what you see. So I've just done a pocket on the inside, and you'll see throughout the journal it features a lot of yellow to go with the theme. Not a great lover of yellow, but quite happy how this has all turned out. So I've just placed a pocket in the front here with a large botanical tag. Majority of my tags and cards are backed with coffee or tea dyed papers, either lined paper or plain photocopy paper, and majority of them are sewn. Once again, if you don't like the threads hanging, you can cut them off. So this is just a little tuck here featuring the beads. You can put tags or some more paper, whatever you like in there. This is a, I think a We Are Memory Keepers paper pad that I found just the other day, and it's perfect for what I wanted. This is just a little journaling spot that I've folded over both pages, and I've just put some of that fabric that features on the front on this paper clip. I love this to-do list pad that I got. I've had to trim that down a little bit on the side here, but I liked it being the right way up. So as you can see, I've just used some of the paper that I've used in the album to make a hinge, just so that that can fit in there and you can write on that the right way. You'll see also throughout little bits of stamping of the honeycomb type stamp that I've used. On this scrapbooking paper, I've just made an extra pad with dyed paper, just for lots of extra journaling. Lots of space in this journal for your journaling. I've just done a fabric ruffle here, and I love this transfer on this paper. A lot of my papers I spray and let air dry naturally now, just because it's convenient. When I go to work, I can actually lay my tarp down and I spray the papers, and then when I get home from work they're dry. so it's just convenient for me. I feel like I'm actually doing something when I'm not at home. So I still like the effect of the baking them in the oven. I just don't get as much time to do that, unfortunately. So, but this effect, you can see the more build up on the top you get. This is the type of transfer that you get, the cross hatching from the tarpaulin. I just thought that that looked a little bit like honeycomb. So that's quite a nice effect. And you can write over that. That's not a problem. I've actually got some of that in my journal and I can write over that fine. I do tend to use this pen though. It's a Uniball Signo 0.7. Absolutely love it. It tends to write over anything. Just a hint there. So yeah, lots of sewing. This I've just made a pocket and a little collage here with some cheesecloth. Some of that honeycomb stamp on some cardstock and sewn some fabric on there. Left all the threads again. And I've made this large tag using shellac. So I use shellac in some of my mixed media and I just thought it looked a bit like honey dripping in the beehive. So that's the back. So that's quite a nice effect. Some scrapbooking paper. Here's a pen holder. So in all my journals I've decided I'm going to include a pen holder or a bookmark depending on what I feel suits the journal at the time. So this is, you just pop that in there like that. And your pen just sits in there. I use mine in my journal as a bookmark so that when I've finished writing on a page, I can move that clip to the next page and then I can just open that directly to that page. So that just sits in there nice and snug in your journal and you've always got a pen on hand. And it just easily comes out. It holds a couple of different sizes as well because this is elastic. So what I've done is it's just a little clip and I've just super glued some elastic to that and that can be moved throughout your journal. So that's actually just holding an envelope that I've made using some watercolor paper that I've sprayed. This is with red tea. I've sewn that up and I've just done a little fabric collage there with the same fabric again and some of that hand dyed seam binding. Left the threads as well. And I've just popped some dyed paper in there for some hidden journaling, but you can put all sorts in there, whatever you want to put in there. And in this journal that clips on with the pen holder, but you can change that as well. So that's how that just sits in there. It's just a botanical image that I found. That was yellow. I thought that looked really nice in there. And here's some of that fabric that was on the bag. I've just done a torn that and sewn that on into a fabric ruffle. Left it hanging out the side. This is just a little definition out of a dictionary for beehive and beekeeper. Just added that there. Another pocket. And this is another definition. I'll fix that up. Glue that down properly. So honey, honeybee, honeycomb. And I've just used that stamp and inked it up. And it's just another little journaling card there. Just a little tuck and another yellow floral card. Here I've just put some of that bee fabric on a paper clip and I've just made a miniature little book for extra journaling. So there's that transfer again. Love those little books. So much fun to make. So once again, as I said, there's lots of space for journaling. This is an envelope that I've glued in here. This side's the flap side of the envelope. I've done a tuck spot on the other side, and I've just covered it with this scrapbooking paper because it's got honey almond cream on that one. Thought that was appropriate. And inside I've just put some more paper for journaling. So this is the tuck spot. I've sewn some seam binding on there and just put a card for journaling there. This is just an image that I got out of a botanical book that I found at an op shop. I backed it with some coffee dyed paper, and then I decided I'd make it into a little pocket as well. And I've just included the offcuts of some paper there. You can make a list or affirmations, all sorts you could write in there. And there's plenty of room, as you can see, to add extra bits and pieces. And I've just secured that with a one of those gold clips. Just done some stamping here again, and a little bee. This paper I've cut into the hexagon shape to replicate as the honeycomb. I just stamped it. And I've just lightly inked up this page here, and on top I've made one of the little seed packet things that I do. I've just stitched a little bit of the rosettes on there and put the bee, covered it with a bee, done a little bit of stamping there. There's nothing in there, but you can add all sorts in there. And that's the back of this image. Absolutely stunning. Love it. Got the Care Flight helicopter going over. We're in the flight path, so I'm sorry about that noise. That is just beautiful, that image. That came out of a book that I found in one of our op shops. It's called Character Sketches, and From the Pages of Scripture. Absolutely amazing book with all these beautiful images in them. Absolutely stunning. So it's very lucky to find that. Here's just another little tuck that I do. I've cut that off a paper bag, sewn with that hand dyed seam binding, and just another piece of floral paper out of a botanical book. Just another little journaling spot there. Just a tuck, just a fabric tag that I've done as well. Sewn that onto an actual tag with some cheesecloth and eyelets. Just a little card there. You can hide a photo under there. These are ledger papers, and I've actually made them into pockets, so sewn them. And in this one I've just included some dyed paper with the honeycomb stamp around the edge. Included some that shellac again on this paper here for dripping honey. I've just included a honey coloured bead on a garment clip there, on that paper clip. That can be moved to wherever you like throughout the journal. This is just another floral stamp that I've stamped onto coffee dyed paper and backed with dyed cardstock and sewn around. So It's cute. This is the center of the signature. So this is just a little fold out that I've done. Now I've just done a little collage. I've cut the hexagons, stamped them with the honeycomb, done a little collage with the fabric and the cheesecloth. I've just got this held closed with a paper clip. So this folds open so you can do your journaling, and it's got quite a few pockets. So there's a pocket there, and I've just done a tag to go in that. And here I've also got two pockets. So there's a pocket at the back with another tag. Just stamp some lines on there. And then there is another pocket here, sorry. So there's one at the back and one here. And I've just put that B card in there. So plenty of space to put photos or extra hidden journaling, that type of thing. So my mum gave me these pressed flowers, and so I just wanted, because they're so fragile, I just wanted to protect them a bit. So I've just sewn them into some tracing paper and then just roughly inked around and put the honeycomb stamp there as well, so that can be moved or taken out. Use that as a bookmark. There's the other side of that scrapbooking paper that I've dripped shellac on, and the other side of the ledger paper that I've made into a pocket. And in this one I've just made a little booklet once again for extra journaling, and I've actually sewn that one together. Just pops in there. It's another little garment tag with a honey coloured bead and cute little bumblebee charm hanging from it. This is a tag. I love putting my tags out the side of the journals just as tabs. So this is actually a tuck spot as well. That's the other side of that beautiful bee image. Just lightly inked that up. That's a hexagon paper that I've cut, done a fabric ruffle, stamped there. And this is another pocket that I've done and used the hexagons. I've actually raised them a bit, made them 3D. And inside is just another botanical journaling spot and just a tag. It's another pocket featuring bees. I've just dyed an index card and then just stamped and inked that up with a bee, and that's just another large tag. It's just another journaling spot that folds over 2 pages, just inked and stamped in there. And a paper clip with the fabric on it. Another pocket. It's a little hexagon tab. I love this. This was another image that I found, and I've just made it into a tag and stamped that and just attached that to the page with a garment pin as well. Sewn on some more of that caramel looking seam binding, and just one of my little mini circle tags that I've made. I've just added that with another garment pin there. another card that I've made there and backed with paper, coffee paper, coffee dyed paper. And there's that transfer again. It's beautiful. Here's another tuck spot, and that's on the back of that, the to-do list that I've hinged with some cardstock. So this is just a little envelope that I've dyed. I've just made a little sticky label myself and stamped that, and then inside I've just placed another little journaling card. And that's the back of the journal, and there's a pocket there, so you can put all sorts of bits and pieces in there, lots of space. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy what you see. And this album, I keep calling it an album, sorry, you can tell I'm a scrapbooker. This journal is for sale. I'll link the details down below. Thanks again, guys. Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.